Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Oh, what? Wait a second.
You start?
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what happened. Okay. I loaded a save file at the beginning when I opened the game, but I had some cheats active on that file, so they were active in the game.
Okay.
And then I misclicked and pressed no to disable cheats, so I still have cheats on.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Okay, so let's see. I don't even have cheats on. Hello?
Oh, you're being called out right now.
I don't even have cheats on. Why is the game telling me I have cheats active? Well, I'm gonna reboot the game just in case, because I don't want that stupid cheats are active message.
Oh, are you also a DK64 memer?
It is possible.
Okay.
It is possible. All right. Now I'm ready with a fresh game.
Coolly. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, so this is Turok 2 for real now. You may know Turok 2 from N64. It was released in like 1998, and back on N64 it was extremely laggy, extremely like low resolution. Basically, the N64 just couldn't handle the game. It was ported to the PC, but it wasn't that much better because it was in like 99. But very recently, there was a remaster made for the PC. It released on Steam, and so now the game is in glorious HD, 60 FPS, and you're looking at an absolute masterpiece. So here's the first level, Portavadia. In this level, we need to activate the 3 distress beacons and rescue 4 children. I actually already activated one of the beacons. You need to pick up the power cell and then put it in. And then I'm gonna go rescue the first child, so you guys can already see what the mission objectives will be. I'm gonna kill this memer. So as you can see, this is an FPS that's old enough that strafe running is the fastest form of movement. It was released about the same era as GoldenEye, just like a year later. I'm gonna kill this guy to open this. I got him with a clean headshot. Alright, so the child is rescued. This is what the mission objectives are. Rescue children, activate beacons. Here there's a little corner cutter you can do by climbing on that block, but I think it's actually slower. Oops. Okay. So what I did here, I quick saved and quick loaded. For some reason, this lets you go instantly through any door that is currently opening in that area specifically. So like, until I enter the next warp, the next blue warp, I'm gonna be able to go through any door that's currently opening but not fully open yet. And this will save me some time at some doors. The first one was immediately after the save, but the second one is coming up right here. I can go through that door, it's a little faster. And then the second one's right here. So overall this saved me like 2 seconds. A new addition to the remaster is you can grab ledges, and so combined with the fact that the running speed is slightly faster than the original, you can make it across gaps that you would normally not be able to in the original. I gotta kill those two guys. So, see all these doors that I just went right through, I would have had to wait until they were open. So, that's why we quick save and quick load in some areas. It's mostly used in this level. The rest of the game doesn't really have much of that. I don't know why I shot my shotgun. Alright, I have 9 explosive shells. Those shells are extremely helpful, but in the first level I don't really need them much. So I'm just gonna stack them up and use them later. So another quick save, quick load, so I can go through all these doors before they are fully open. So the explosive shells there help me kill these guys in one shot. Death warping here saves like 10 seconds or 5 seconds. Whatever amount of seconds you want. Let's say 15 seconds. And here, like I said, I can go through that because of the quick save, quick load. It's one of the last places we use it though. That was a neat little trick. For some reason, the bridges in this game are mostly, I wouldn't say they're mostly suggestions, but they basically are. Sometimes, at least. Sometimes they aren't, but sometimes they're just suggestions. You'll see some more of that right here in this area. So the grabbing of ledges lets you do this little trick that was not possible in the original.
Thank you,
A lot of the optimization in this game comes from learning exactly where to go to dodge all the enemies without having to kill them. Oh, yeah, I can activate switches by getting close enough to them. So even if I'm on the other side of the wall, if the wall is thin enough, it works. So that's what I used twice right there. Okay, I'm already in the last area of the game. Yeah, I'm already in the last area of the game. Of the game. Wow. Of the game. I mean of the first level, which is 10 minutes long, and the game is over an hour. Yeah. This guy can just go around. It's really, this level is a lot about learning exactly what line you want to take. Like, I took a bad line there and got stuck. Here I'm using explosive shells because these guys need to be killed, and the shotgun doesn't have a long range unless you use the explosive shells, in which case it's really precise. I kind of messed up that jump a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of time losses in this game are like half a second, 2 seconds. It's really rare that, unless you like fall down a hole and die, it's really rare that you would lose large amounts of time. So I haven't done a run of this game in a little bit, like maybe a month and a half or 2 months. So I'm a little rusty. I've been getting stuck on all the corners. Overall, I don't think my time's gonna be too affected. Probably gonna be at maybe 2 or 3 minutes behind my usual practiced pace. It just tiny bits of time that add up really quickly. Like getting stuck on that corner, for instance, was just 1 second, but doing it like in 15 places is 15 seconds. Alright, so this is the end of the first level. At the end of each level, there's this totem defense section. So you have to kill 8 enemies. Where's this guy? Come on. Man, I missed this one. Alright. So, now we're in the hub. We're gonna open those 2 levels, but we're going to level 3 first. Level 3 is the Death Marshes. Aiden's gonna talk us through the lore, but I do want to explain some stuff, so I'm gonna talk over her. Basically, Death Marshes is the shortest level, but it's not the easiest. It's an overall pretty tricky level to optimize. And we're gonna start to see why the remaster is really broken in this level. Basically, the first mission you saw me complete, like freeing the children, doing all this stuff, defending the totem, being the hero, now it's all done. We're not gonna do that anymore. We don't give a shit about anything else. So she's gonna show me all the mission objectives, freeing the prisoners, destroying like the armory locations, but I'm not gonna care at all about this. I'm gonna explain it a little bit better once I get to it, but I'm not gonna beat this level, and I'm actually not gonna beat any other level to beat the game. Alright, so there's a skip here that saves about 5 or 6 seconds, but it's really tricky and I'm not gonna do it. Basically, you have to jump in poisonous water and just do like almost frame perfect jumps 2 or 3 times in a row. And sometimes the game just decides it doesn't even work, even if you're frame perfect. So, not gonna go through that. Here, I want to pick up the level 5 key, and that's gonna be my main focus. Is to collect the level 5 keys to open level 5. I'm not gonna care about the mission. So in this game there's also talismans. You have to collect a feather and then turn it into the beamer that's gonna give you a talisman that gives you special powers. In the first level there's no talisman, but in the other ones there's one in each level. And I'm gonna want to have the talisman in every level but the 4th one. So there's the 2nd key here. There are 3 keys per level, so... oh, this is the version. I should have... Oh wait, no, never mind. But yeah, I think I actually downloaded the wrong version. Not that it's gonna matter much. Should have played on 1.2 and I'm on 1.1. Also, I don't know if you saw, but there was an enemy with the T stance. That sometimes happens, but it's really rare. Just saw it on the corner of the screen. Oh wow, come on. Okay. This green goo here kills you, but you can spend like a certain small amount of time in it. If you jump in it, you can spend a lot longer. Okay, let's hope. I'm gonna save here just in case. Okay. So that jump saves like 5 seconds, but it's cool looking, and it's not too hard. Here I'm gonna go pick up the shredder. This weapon here will be my weapon of choice for the entire run. Plasma rifle can be useful in certain areas, but shredder is clearly my main choice. Alright, so we're already getting to the last section, I would say. Past this long bridge, it's like where all the mission objectives are, and yeah. I shouldn't be using plasma. Wait, never mind, plasma's fine. Okay, so here we see all these prisoners in these cages, but we go right past them. Alright, so the first talisman that I'm going to pick up is coming up. So you can see here, this is the eagle feather that I need to give the guy, and then I need to open the portal with the switch I just activated. And now the portal's open, and we pick up the talisman. So this talisman is going to let me swim through the poisonous water that kills you at the start of the level. I'm not going to use it that much, but it's going to come into play mostly when I want to pick up the special key that gives me access to the final boss. Basically, you can't really beat the game without that talisman, for that reason. I just did old strats, but that's fine. It's very slightly faster to use another route, but I used the strategy that I would use in the original PC port. Okay, this jump here saves a few seconds. Using the ledge grabbing I talked about. I should not be using this weapon at all. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. For a second I got confused with the route. That's what I would be doing. Alright, so as you can see, I failed the mission, and it put me back at the beginning, telling me, alright, so now go actually do the mission, do these objectives. Because as long as you're not doing the objectives, you can't get another level, so you gotta do them. But here's a feature that the remaster added. In these checkpoint portals, they used to be save points, but now you can save anywhere. So what they did is they actually let you quick warp between any of the save portals you've already unlocked. So since there's one in the hub, you can just quick warp between any save point within levels to the hub. So what this means is Death Marshes, I don't need to beat it because I just need to find the save point and warp back to the hub to exit it once I have everything I need. In River of Souls, which is this level, I can just pick up the level 4 keys and the talisman and then warp back to the hub and enter level 4 because I have the keys. So this remaster added a feature to quick warp between save checkpoints that basically completely broke open the game and let you ignore mission objectives for the entire game except the first level. Yeah, that's an interesting decision they made. I'm extremely surprised that nobody caught that in testing. Actually, I think the most surprising thing is they patched the game like 4 more times, and this is still in the game. So at this point, I'm thinking they actually meant to let you do that. I don't know why though. Also, for some reason, the Sisters of Despair are extremely loud in the cutscene. Alright, so this is probably everyone's favorite section because you get to ride a dinosaur, but we're actually not going to do that because we don't like fun. It's a ton faster to just go by foot. Okay, that's what I thought. I need this. I needed plasma rifle. That's what I needed. I am bad. I completely forgot what to do here. Alright, now I should be back on track. So you gotta destroy all these things. Okay, plasma is for this one. Okay, I'm getting back on it. So my health is extremely low right now. I might die. I was not supposed to stand in front of the turret shooting me earlier, so as long as I die after this area, though, I'm not losing much time. My health's up 27. I should be okay. Yeah, 21. I'm fine. This one. Actually, not this one, but that's fine too. Oh wait, no, not this one. Okay, that works. I'm a little rusty on the weapon choice. Hopefully, everything's gonna be fine. So, there's a key here that I want to pick up before I move on. I don't need this. I don't know why I'm shooting these guys. So there's one thing right now that's really surprising me. I'm a little rusty with the game. So for some reason, I'm reverting to my muscle memory from like 4 years ago when I used to play the original PC port. I've been doing some really old strats. And I just find that interesting. Okay, so here before, because of the ledge grab, actually no, that's just because of the higher movement speed. We can skip a little bit of this section by jumping over a gap that normally you wouldn't be able to. Gotta pick up these keys. And then open these gates. For some reason, you have to wait for these stupid statues to move. It takes forever. So here, I only want to open that door using that switch. Oh, by the way, the objective markers I find kind of ruin the game a little bit. That's something they added in the remaster to make it a little easier. But if you don't like to have your hand held, you can turn them off. The reason I didn't, and I used to turn it off for my speedruns, but the reason I turn it back on is there are some sections where you're shooting switches completely blind, and it's just helpful to have the objective marker to make sure you're not shooting in the wrong place. So that's really the only reason why I have it on. Okay, here's a really neat strat coming up. I have to destroy the soul gate to open the door to keep going, but if you do this, you one-shot it, whatever. One shot's not really a word. It's not really a verb. I mean, so you one-shot it. So here, basically, I just want to open some gates and keep going through the level. The level is pretty linear overall. It's my favorite level in the game. The music's amazing, but I keep talking over it. so here you can get both switches at once, like I did, if you're lucky enough with the bounces. This weapon's really amazing because the shots bounce all over the place, and so it's really helpful. Here I can shoot the switch from the other side of the wall. That's where the objective markers can come into play. Alright, so here's another mission objective that I actually need to do just to progress through the level. Otherwise I wouldn't need to do that. So yeah, Explosive Shredder is pretty broken, as you can see. I just blasted an entire room with one shot. And I'm actually gonna keep using it here. And she's dead in one shot. So, thanks, Explosive Shredder, for being absolutely broken. This section is just going up through a bunch of bridges. It's probably the slowest one in the level, I would say. It's actually not too bad. It's already done. Okay, so here there would be more mission objectives to attend, but like I said a billion times, this game, the remaster, lets you warp through levels without finishing them. So all I need to care about is the key to open level 4. And we already picked up 2 of them, so the last one's coming up. It's gonna be right there. I'm gonna switch weapons to kill this guy. Alright, we got that big jump, got the key, and off we go. Pick up this ammo. It's not really needed, but it's just helpful. I missed. Okay, I didn't miss this time. The shots bouncing all over the place just kill all the enemies. It's really good. Okay, so in here, I need to make sure I don't mess up. And I think I... Did I mess up? No, I didn't mess up. Never mind. Wait, I need to go here. So that's the Eagle Feather of this level. I'm gonna get the Talisman fairly soon. Wait, did I? There's another level 4 key. Yeah, okay. I was like, I know I have to go there, but why? I was actually wrong when I said I was getting the last one. This one here. This one here is the last one of the level. So now I have everything I want to open level 4. I need this talisman. This talisman is gonna be used fairly soon. Actually, yeah, really soon. It's gonna be used to leap through really long distances. Yeah, I'm gonna see it really soon. Leap of Faith. Okay, this door opens the gate to the end of the level, so I'm gonna go through that later. For now, I can stand in that water because I have the talisman. This is the Leap of Faith, so yeah, this is what it does. It sounds amazing on paper, like, oh, you can leap through great distances, but it's only on specific talisman paths that are placed right there, so it's kind of Yeah, it's kind of a power that you can't really use at will. So here I'm gonna do the same thing. Go through the end of the level and then go in the save point. And now I'm done with River of Souls. I'm gonna quick warp to Port of Adia. Because in each level there's a Primogen key. And the Primogen key, you usually can't get it unless you have powers from later levels, so you're required to like go back and kill these two guys. You're required to get those power-ups and then use them in the earlier levels, like the Leap of Faith from level 2 and level 1. And so that gives you the Primogen keys. It's some lazy mechanic they put in the game to make it longer, but it's really just backtracking. Thankfully, with the quick warp, this is made like 5 times faster. Alright, so I'm gonna go in the hardest level in the game now. Level 5, Hive of the Mantids. Alright. The Hive of the Mantids. This level is, yeah, this level is pretty hard. It's a big maze with loads of insects and a bunch of tricks and a bunch of shots. It's really the hardest level in the run. If I can get through it without too many huge mistakes, I'm gonna be really happy. One thing I need to point out, I said earlier near the start of the run that the explosive shells are really valuable in the speedrun. They're really valuable in general, but in the speedrun especially, because you don't get many refills, so they're like, you need to count them. And yeah, you need to count them, basically. I'm gonna use 4 of them right here at the beginning. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, here I'm gonna do a quick save, just in case. I got it, okay. So, as you can see here, from what I just did, this level is a little special in a way that you can actually shoot under the walls if you crouch. For like a split second when you crouch, you can reach under the walls, so by shooting under walls you can shoot out of bounds and then shoot some stuff that's really far away. So I destroyed this force field that was in the other room by shooting under the wall. I'm gonna do that a few times throughout the level. And that's the only level I'm gonna do that in. Okay, I used a map a lot in this level just to help me with the corners. I had to kill that turret to open the door. Okay, now I'm just killing myself because it's faster to death warp. I'm gonna do that a few times in this level. I want to pick up... That's not here. Wait, I want to kill these guys. That's what I want to do. Okay, I got my grenade launcher. Here I'm just shooting at will because the shot bouncing kills the enemies around me, and I pick up shredders every corner, so my ammo is already refilled to max. So now I'm really alone in that room. I'll probably use this one here. By the way, I'm not running a timer, so I have zero idea what kind of pace I'm on. But so far the run's okay. Okay, here there's another out of bounds shot. I need to shoot there. This level is probably the hardest with getting around enemies without getting stuck. Oh, come on, I missed. I knew I was not going to get that one. Okay, there's a platform cycle I can maybe make, but I don't think I will. No, I missed. That's a really hard cycle to make, and that's one of the larger time losses if you don't get it, because it's like 10 seconds.
Mile 60.
Oh, come on. Okay. I just wasted an explosive shell, but that's fine because I actually have one to spare. Get the switch. Here, you can just jump down. Get the eagle feather. And fall down to death warp. Sorry if the commentary is not completely on point during this level. It's a harder level than the other ones, so I need to be focusing a little more. So this talisman is not used a lot. It's gonna be used in 2 places. It's basically exactly like the leap of faith, where you can cross like big gaps and you can only do it on the talisman pad, so it's exactly the same thing, except it's also taking you like 1 billion years to do so. So yeah. Here, there's nothing you can do, you just have to wait for the cycle. It's always like that. Did I get the first one? I missed. Oh, come on. I'm gonna use this one. Well, that's not how it's supposed to go, but there, I don't care. That's really not how I was supposed to do that, but oh well. Here I need to... Okay, that works. Here I save just in case something bad happens, which is entirely possible. What? That was the bad thing. Okay, I have no idea what happened, but something just slowed me down. I was pressing forward, but I was moving at like half the speed I should have been moving at. Yeah, this area is basically extremely deadly. What am I doing here? I was supposed to reach the door until I started shooting, but I started early. You may have heard a beep. That's because I pressed too many buttons once. I need this one. Grenade launcher is extremely useful in this area, just to destroy everything at once. Hello? I get stuck on nothing. That's not good. Okay, we go. Alright, here, there's a queen embryo. You're supposed to destroy it in the mission objectives, but not gonna do any of that. So we just go through that area without doing the objective. So there's a save point here, and that's what we're gonna use to lead this level. There you go.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you? Anna Grun.
Alright, now
The lair of the blind ones.
the Lair of the Blind Ones. Lair of the Blind Ones was my least favorite level for many years. In the remaster though, I really don't dislike it much because it's been made slightly less maze-like, and you also don't need to actually do the mission objectives, which makes it much simpler.
Attacking with primitive brutality and a lust for rumbling. They have lived for countless centuries deep beneath the surface of the Western. Your mission objectives are as follows.
My mission objectives. This is the only mission that has only one objective, and it's sealing the 3 thermal vents. All the other ones have 2 of them. Alright. Trivia time is done. Here you're gonna see what the Whisper's Talisman do. So it's, there you go, exactly like the Leap of Fate, except a billion times slower. And it's funny, like, it's especially funny right here, because you can't see the enemy, but hey, there's an enemy here. And now you can't do anything, but he shoots you a bunch of times. When you're in hardcore, this guy can get you from like 80 health to dead while you can't do anything. So it's kind of a stupid meme, the Whisper's Talisman. Alright, so we got the Primogen key early. We don't need to go back to this level later.
Game failure.
I think I actually did the quick save, quick warp at the wrong place, but it doesn't really matter. One thing that made people hate this level is that the ladders are these tiny wooden blocks that you can't really see. Yeah, okay.
Game
This is where I wanted to do the quick save, I think. I kind of forgot. Yeah, this is where, okay. Neat little shredder shot that gets you 2 switches at once. That's a good little trick. That's actually been patched in the later version. It's one of the reasons why I'm using the version 1.1. .2 would actually have been maybe slightly better. I forget. But it's a matter of like just quality of life mostly. These giant spiders are pretty memey. That's not the place. Oh, it's already open. So a random bouncing shot from across the room just hit that switch. Okay, so coming up is a pretty hard jump that saves 1 billion years. So I'm gonna quick save for it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wouldn't get that first try with no practice. Okay, second try is fine. I'm not sure if you really wish you've played this game back in the day, because back in the day this game was nearly unplayable. On N64 at least. I think I got it.
Torpedo launcher.
Okay, I didn't get it. I shot a switch through a tunnel, and that lets me skip a little area of this section. Here I just needed the key. I don't need to do the mission objective. I need the key because of the door that's going to be coming up in the next area. What are you doing? Let me go. Alright, so this section here, I don't really need to, but I'm going to quick save because platforming is really stupid. Okay. We made it through. Oh wow, okay. So this music cue that just happened, I normally use it to tell how good I'm doing in this level. I'm gonna tell you when it was supposed to happen for me to be on a good pace. So it would be about right here. So I'm like 20 or 30 seconds, I'd say probably 20 seconds, just on this level alone, behind my normal pace. Alright, so this level is supposed to kill you, but again, this game's kinda dumb sometimes. If you jump on it with the correct timing, you can live. I was supposed to use this weapon. Explosive shells are your friend. I'm going this way. Oh wow. For half a second, my heart dropped when I thought I wouldn't grab the ledge. That would have been a pretty bad time loss. Where am I going here? This way. I don't know why I forgot, but you need to go around here to grab the key. Jump back down. And now you're going this way. So the level's actually almost done at this point. Just blasted off the entire tunnel. Alright, so I think this is the last area? Yeah, this is the last area. Gotta make sure you don't fall off these rotating platforms, because that's a pretty bad time loss if you do. Here you gotta kill these beamers. One of them didn't die. And back to the beginning, because the fastest save point is right here.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
Now let's go back to the hub and reach the final level. The Primogen's Lightship. Okay, so this level is a huge maze. It's divided in 4 sections. And so there's a central area, and then it branches off in 4 directions. You have to do them in order, though. Basically, I'm gonna go through all of them because I need the talisman, which is in the last one, and I also need to activate 4 switches, one in each area, and each switch in each area requires a talisman that's in one of the levels. So I need the Leap of Faith for one, I need the Breath of Life for one, I need the Whispers Talisman for one, and I need the Eye of Truth, which is the one I'm getting in this level, for another one of the switches. Once I have all 4 switches, I can shut down the force field that protects the last Primogen key. I say the last, but it's actually not the last I pick up, because I still need to go back in Death Marshes and in Hive of the Mantids after I'm finished with this level, so I can pick up the remaining 2 keys I don't have. Once that's done, I'm going to have all the Primogen keys. I put them in their sockets in the hub, and we're done. Well, we have to beat the final boss, then we're done. Okay, so here, there's a lot of memorizing exactly where to go, and I'm rusty, so hopefully I'm not too bad on that. Neat little ledge grab lets you skip that. Again, neat ledge grabs here too. I didn't need to pick that. open those up. Doesn't matter. So, we're gonna see the first switch that shuts down the thing coming up. So right here, you need the Whisper's Talisman, and then you make, very slowly, you make your way across the gap. So you need to press this switch right here. That's one of the 4 that opens the main area. And now we're done with the first section of the level. Now on to the second one. Here I can activate the switch from over the wall. And this way, you can kill this guy if you want to. Okay, here, if I get stuck in the middle of the room, I'm dead. So I need to be extra careful. But it didn't happen, so we're fine. That attack that you heard just now is extremely deadly. Even in easy, it can actually kill you pretty fast. This way. Sorry if the map overlay is kind of annoying. I just need it, basically. It's not just because I can't remember where to go, it's mostly because it really helps me with seeing exactly where the corners are, and that's just a small step towards optimization. Yeah, I've been saying game when I meant level a few times. I'm not sure why. Alright, so this is the third section. Yeah, third section. I'm an idiot. I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go that way. Here, there's another little air vent section. That's the longer one. Ah, come on. Stop doing that. Alright, we made it through with a couple of stucks here and there. So now you see the Leap of Faith Talisman. This is where we get the switch here behind that wall that lets you reach the Primogen key later. Okay, this room is really hard to do just right. And I missed. Wait, oh my god, I'm rusty here. What is happening, dude? Hello? Okay, I know what happened. I went the wrong way first, and then, yeah. Basically, we're not on 109 pace, is what I mean by that. I don't know what pace I'm on, but it's probably like 113 or so. This way, get that switch, open the door. Wait, nah, that's not where I meant to go. This is where I meant to go. Alright, here, that's the final section of the level. There's a platform cycle I can make by being really fast in this section. It's not too hard, just have to not make any mistakes, basically. So far so good. I think I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. There we go. I caught the platform. Okay, so here I'm gonna pick up the Eagle Feather. That's the last one I pick up, and then I'm gonna do the Talisman. I also need to destroy that. Yeah, it's one of the mission objectives, but it's one of those things that you actually need to actually do the stuff you want to do. We don't care about the mission objective, but it just happens to be the thing we need to do in this case. So a little bit of backtracking to reach this warp portal. Well, okay.
The spirits of peace is remembered by Gretchen, the eye of truth dancer. Now we may see things which
Alright, it's true that Turok got a reboot in like 2007 and nobody cared. I think the reason wasn't really that nobody cared, but it was that the game was really bad. So, yeah. I just like to remind everyone that while this is remastered a little bit, most of this game's actually like pretty untouched. It just like the remaster was mostly made so it would run smoothly and at in HD resolutions. But otherwise, like the game's pretty much as it was in 1998, except it actually runs well now. Think of like the other games of 1998 and compare them to this one, and it's actually, in my opinion, pretty much the best first-person shooter of its time. The problem was just the hardware couldn't follow it. Alright, so that was the switch that we needed the Breath of Life to go to get. And so now the only one left is the switch that we need the Eye of Truth to get. We got the Eye of Truth in the last section, but the switch is actually in the second section. So we have to go across and back to the main area. Wait, no, I don't need that one, never mind. For a second I thought I was an idiot, but I'm actually not. Alright, so now we're gonna go through the exit, because it's a little faster. So we just need to backtrack a little bit in the second area. You probably remember these rooms. And go back to where the talisman was. So it's right here. Now that we have the talisman, we can go through that path. I'm gonna take it really slow because it's dumb. And it's faster to Death Warp, so. So now we just exit this place. Okay, here's an interesting little thing. We're gonna Death Warp later. Whoa, what am I doing? We're gonna Death Warp later, but it's actually gonna be a Death Warp. Instead of falling down a hole, it's gonna be using enemies to kill you. So I'm gonna have to control my health to a very low amount just now. Alright, so now this is open. You can grab this. And now I'm going back in the first area because that's where the closest save point is. I am not in the first area. What an idiot, dude. What an idiot. I had this feeling, I was like, wait, I don't think I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. And I was right. I was not where I was supposed to be. This is the first area. Alright, so I need to get my health really low, so I'm going to be using these lasers. There you go. 18's going to do the job just fine. Yeah, Turok is actually a crab. And it's, it was a standard for the time. Quick warp to Death Marshes 2. Question mark? No. It's not 2, it's 3. That's part of the rust. There you go, that's the correct place. Okay, my health's a little lower than it should be at. Wait, underwater's faster actually. Here I just need to live for a few seconds. It should be fine. And now I need to die. Perfect.
6 lives remaining. Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you? Ammo granted.
Alright, so now I just need to go in one last area. It's the breeding grounds. So we're back in Hive of the Methods for a little bit. Not very long though, because we just need the Primogen key. And it's right here. Yeah, just gonna make sure I don't fall down. Perfect. In the original PC port, there was a way to reach the Primogen key early without needing this talisman, but it was the dumbest trick of all time, and I'm glad we don't need to do that anymore. Because it saved like 10 minutes, so it was absolutely required, but it was the dumbest. Alright, so now we have all the keys needed to access the final boss. I'm gonna be done with the run pretty soon. The final boss is kind of long, because it has like 3 phases and a lot of downtime in between them. But it's pretty much the only thing we have left. What made me decide to run the game? I liked the game as a kid. I was too scared to play it, but my brother played it. And basically, I just figured, hey, it's a fun game. And then when I saw the PC port, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to speedrun this game. And I did. And then when the remaster came out, I knew I wanted to speedrun it because it basically fixed all of the problems the original PC port had, so it's amazing. It's just a really fun game in my opinion. Morning, final boss. This boss has 3 phases. First one, we destroy its antennas or whatever things. Second, the arms, and third one is face. I'm gonna call it time when it happens, but we still have plenty of time to talk before it happens. Alright, so boss is pretty straightforward. Again, the explosive shredder is completely OP. I'm gonna kill these little memers. They're gonna come out. They're kind of like meme planes. Alright, now he's gonna come out. Probably try to reach it again. Yeah. So when he does that kind of weird move, you have to target his head while he's like trying to regenerate, so that cancels the regeneration. And lets you progress. If you let him regenerate, he just grows back with everything you blew off. Oh, please don't get stuck. Okay. I don't remember if this version has that soft lock, but in some earlier version of the remaster, you can basically, if he's like on the far left side when you get him last, which happens quite often actually, like if he's right there and starts flying, he's gonna get stuck somewhere here, and then, yeah, he gets stuck. That's the dumbest shit. In hardcore, these bombs are kind of deadly, but in easy, they're not. Alright, so now for the arms. Blew one off, right there. Come on, dude. Don't do that. Oh, what? Oh my god, dude! I almost died. Holy crap. Okay, that was a little closer than I should have been. Okay, so what happened there? He was shooting these little blue discs that do like 1 damage each, so it doesn't really matter much. But the thing is, at the same time, I was getting pushed by the flying thing. This one. There was one behind me that was pushing me into the beams, and so I was taking damage at a ridiculous rate. That's what happened. But thankfully, I managed to live through it. Wait, that's not that yet. Okay, now it should be this thing. Alright, time's gonna be like now, actually. There we go, it's time. I forgot to say. But, yeah. Now the game is beaten.
1:15:10.
1:15:10.
Yeah, 10 seconds over estimates.
Yeah, well, I was expecting to be closer to 1:15 than to 1:10 because I was rusty. Overall, I didn't make too many large mistakes, so it was a fairly clean run overall. The estimate was just really tight. It's like 6 minutes away from the world record. My time is like 109 something. I had 108 runs that I did. I had one run that was like absolutely insane. It was like a 108.30 pace, but then I died in a really stupid place and lost over a minute. I actually stood in my PB for a while. But yeah, overall, I usually do about 110, 111 if I'm well practiced. This was a rusty run. So the game is pretty constant, I would say. It's pretty stable with the time it takes. Unless you really mess up very hard, you're always going to be within 5 or 6 minutes of a really solid time. Alright, well that was Turok 2. I hope you enjoyed. What's
I enjoyed watching it. Next game is Snowboard Kids.